everyone. Heather and Randall again, and we thought we would get y'all caught up on the last few days. We've been busy, leaving early and running a lot of miles, so hadn't had a chance to get caught up on what we've been doing. How many miles?
Probably about 26 so far since Monday.
It's
2,600.
Yeah. Not 2,600. Yeah,
2,600 since Monday. We've had we're on our 5th load for the week.
Yeah, so been pretty busy. This is also my 13th day on the truck. I looked it up. So this time, so it's the 13th day on the truck. But we've done a lot of been a lot of places and been busy with it all. So we're going to just get you caught up on what all we've seen and done and where we've been over the last few days since our last vlog. Mainly, I think we left off. After we left off, we spent the night at Kinley. Was that North Carolina or South Carolina?
I believe it was North Carolina. Yeah.
Yeah, Kinley, North Carolina at the Petro. Seems like we always were staying at the Petro. We haven't stayed at the Petro since then.
No.
I don't think that was the last time. And this was a huge truck stop.
Yeah.
It was huge. It was not quite as big as the Iowa 80 truck stop, which is, they say they're the largest truck stop in the world, and it is a big truck stop. Yeah.
This one, I believe, is owned by the same company, same people.
Yeah. But it's really big. You walk in there. We had a good parking spot. The closest
Front
as
row.
you could. Yeah, as close as you could get. Really at the time, which for the truck parking, which still was a little bit of distance away from the store, the
Right.
main store. But you walk in and it's like, I don't know, comparable, I think, to maybe like Sam's Club or something.
Right.
It's huge. You walk in, it's like, oh,
They have a big truck show there every year, and fireworks on the 4th of July, and they have a lot of big pictures hanging from the walls. I believe we have some pictures to share of those.
Yeah, a lot of pictures of that. And talking of the truck show, a huge trophy.
Yes,
Like-
said it was handmade in Italy. A lot of hand engraving. It had to have been at least 4 foot tall.
Yeah, it was huge. They had it
Yeah.
like in a plexiglass
Yeah.
thing. I think I took a picture of it.
And the truck of the year, the way I understood it, the truck that won Best of Show was the one that was on display.
Is that the one that had the trailer with it, or
No,
the one?
The
Okay,
one on the
Prowler.
carousel, the Prowler.
The Prowler. It was like a hot pink or a fuchsia color, something like that. Prowler. I tried
had
to
a
get
Black Panther on it.
Yeah, it was pretty. It was a pretty truck. But they also had a truck and trailer
Right.
in
the store.
In the store, and didn't take hardly any room. So.
And they used the trailer for storage for the store.
Yeah. When you come in, the door we came in from the truck parking, the first thing they had there was they had some beds. Or you know how you go to a store, department store, they have like the mock beds set up. They had some mattresses and beds set up. And those mattresses were awesome. Of course, we had to sit on them, and they were...
Then we saw how much they were, and we got up real quick.
Yeah, because I think later, didn't see the price then. Later on, when we were looking around in the store, it was...
$700 or $800
Yeah.
for a single bed.
For a mattress. Yeah, it was it was a good, it felt good, but
Right.
not that good. I don't think it was good. I was thinking, I told Randall, I said, well, maybe it was a couple $100. We'll look at getting it, because Lord knows this mattress on here could use just a little improvement, but but it's good. There's lots of things to see, because they had the truck and trailer in there. Then they had the excuse me, the show truck,
Right.
that Prowler. Let's see,
T-shirts, military pins
yeah,
from just about every unit. They even found one from the ship that I was on, the USS America.
yeah, that's right. I had forgotten about that.
Yeah.
That they had those pins and things there.
Like 4 restaurants. Had a Dairy Queen, a couple
Yeah.
nice sit-down restaurants,
Yeah.
and Popeyes, I believe, and
They had
any kind of candy or anything like
Yeah.
that you wanted.
and as far as the items they had in the store itself. They anything you could use on a truck, anything.
Yeah.
You know, even to the exhaust and
pipe, the
chrome,
chrome shop.
chrome.
Yeah.
I mean, they had just anything.
Lights.
They had like lights. They they had sheepskin rugs. Those were quite expensive.
Yeah,
I
you
think.
could use them for rugs or seat covers.
Yeah, and
They were several $100s each.
yeah. Then something I saw was we were walking, of course, looking at everything, and I saw these koozies that was pretty cool. They're either a koozie or they're a drink
Holder.
Yeah, well, not a koozie, but you could actually put a drink in them, or you can use them for a koozie. I don't know, they're like some kind of special kind of thing. But they had one for Miami Dolphins, which I had to take a picture of it and send it to a nephew who lives in Alabama because he's quite a Dolphins fan, and I sent it to him with a note, and he's like, "Oh yeah, that's all." You know, that's when I said, "Well, this is as close as you're going to get to the real thing. It's a digital one because I didn't buy it for you."
They were like $19 for a koozie.
Yeah, I think yeah.
Toys, children's toys.
Yeah.
Oh,
Clothing, shoes, boots. I mean,
and
all
just
kinds of
about
stuff.
every T-shirt you saw had something to do with that truck stop on it.
Yeah, it's quite a lot of things also. Oh, and who did we see? Oh,
The King.
I tell you, I saw him from the back, and I was like, you know what? It looks like him, and I'm not sure. So I told Randall, I said, here's my phone. You take a picture because you take it fast. If it's him, I'm going to come around the side and back and see if it is him. Peek around the front, and because I didn't want to disturb him, he was playing a guitar. So I peeked around the side, and it was him. It was Elvis. Elvis is alive at the truck stop
In Kenly, North Carolina.
Just a
Yes.
little joke. Just a little joke, people. But it made a cute photo of it anyway. So, of course, I had to send it to my friends and family, and they thought that was funny.
And when we say this place has everything, we mean everything. They even have travel potties.
Yeah. I regret I did not get one. Yeah, I haven't seen one since.
It's a little plastic container that expands with a hose on it. They have a male version and a female version. And that's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say. It was pretty, I don't even know how much it was.
It's like
I didn't really-
$29.
It was really, yeah. But like 2 days later or something like that, I said, you know, I should have got that potty.
As you were sitting on the 5-gallon bucket.
Yeah. Okay, that's all we're going to say about that. That's all we're going to say about that as we're going down the road. That's all we're going to say about that. So that was the, what was the name of that? Just the Kenly truck stop?
Kenly Petro.
The Petro in Kenly, South Carolina, we think. North
Or
Carolina.
was it the Kenly 95? That's what it was.
Yeah, that's it. On Interstate 95.
Yeah, the Kenly 95.
We have pretty much run 95 the entire time I've been on
Yeah.
the truck. I think we've been on 95. Well, except for when we're down to Florida. But after that,
We took 95 to Florida.
we did.
As far as Daytona.
Yeah, we did do that too. Okay, after that we did a 34.
Yeah. We weren't planning on doing a 34. We had a mix up with a load. We were supposed to meet at a drop yard and pick up a load going to Massachusetts.
And I was excited about that, but
And I get there, and the dispatcher tells me, well, that load hasn't even been picked up yet. If you want to go get it, go ahead. And I said, well, where is it? And she said it was in Georgetown, South Carolina. Well, we'd already driven over 200 miles just to get to this place to pick it up. So we turned and headed back to South Carolina. And we stopped for the night in Dunn, North Carolina.
Down North Carolina.
At the Sadler Travel Center. Now, anybody who knows anything about NASCAR has heard of the Sadler brothers. You got Elliott Sadler and a couple others. They own a few truck stops there in North Carolina, and it's a Pilot dealer They're not a Pilot truck stop, but they sell Pilot fuel. And it was pretty nice.
It was a nice place to do a 34. Like you said, we wound up doing the 34 because the load was canceled.
Yeah. What happened when we stopped, sometime during the night, we got a message and said that the load had already been picked up. So apparently the first person went ahead and got it and didn't tell anybody. So
Yeah.
that was Saturday night. So we sat there till Monday morning.
Yeah, and did the 34. And I sat and looked, and we had, again, front row parking, literally. And I sat there and looked at a Dairy Queen sign because they had a Dairy Queen inside. And looked at that Dairy Queen sign and looked at it for about 30 hours. And then I finally said, right before I said the last hours we were there, I'm like, I can't take it no more. I've got to go get some. So I went and got me an Orange Julius and a Blizzard, a small Blizzard.
And I had a hot fudge sundae.
Hot fudge sundae. So we finally broke down and did that. The store was clean. It was really nice. The bathrooms were really clean. The only complaint I had was the staff, the cashiers, every single one of them, they were not nice.
You had to make them speak to you.
Yeah, and you had to make them wait on. It was like a chore for them to wait to bring your thing.
And we're not just talking one person on the shift. There would be 3 or 4 standing around.
And they'd just be standing there behind the counter and looking at you like, what do you want? So I'm like, can you ring my stuff up? So, but while there, we also on Sunday, we decided since it was Sunday, we were going to go have Sunday lunch.
Took a break from cooking on the truck.
Yeah, we went to what was the name of that?
Milestone Cafe.
Or restaurant.
Something like that. It's there in the parking lot of the truck stop.
And that was nice. It
had 2 big, huge fried pork chops. It was really nice. The people were real nice.
Yeah. I had fried pork chops and fries and coleslaw, and Randall had fried pork chops. And did you have fries too?
I had fries
and
greens
and all. And their tea is very good. Their tea was very good. It was just sweet enough, and I mean it was very good.
Very little wait time. We had to actually wait a little while before we could eat because the food was so hot when it came out.
Yeah.
It was that fresh.
Yeah, and it was good. They did have a buffet, but we decided we decided to order off the menu.
Yeah.
They had nice murals on the wall, like hand-painted murals and all. It was a nice place, nice little place.
Waitresses were really nice.
Yeah.
The girl at the register, I think she was kind of like the owner manager type thing.
Like that,
She was real nice.
Yeah.
Left some good reviews.
Yeah. And then we left Monday morning, and we went to Georgia, Valdosta, Georgia to pick up.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Or we went somewhere and picked up, and then we went to Valdosta, Georgia. I don't know where we went.
We've been to Valdosta, Georgia. We've been to Jacksonville, North Carolina.
We went to Jacksonville, North Carolina and picked up. And then we went to Valdosta.
No, we went to Sam's in Jacksonville, North Carolina and delivered.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. We're just all confused to where we've been. But
Charlotte, North Carolina. That's where we went. We went to Charlotte and picked up a load of Sam's stuff going to Jacksonville.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, so we wound up down in Georgia. We finally got out of North Carolina. Finally. After it seems like a week we were in North Carolina. Got down to Georgia. I did a drop and hook down there. We did a video on the ins and outs of doing a drop and hook. So that's on there. So take a look at that if you haven't seen it already. And then we went right across to the Epps terminal.
Yes.
Right across the street from where we dropped, and
picked up a load, a 2-stop load, going to Pompano Beach, Florida, and Doral, Florida. Well, you just say Fort Lauderdale and Miami.
And Miami, yeah. So that was
tricky.
Yeah, it was an experience. I kept dozing off, as I do when I ride, and so traffic was pretty tough. The streets were pretty tough, especially the second drop at Doral, and But while we're there, I did see something I was excited to see. I snapped a picture of it. Was CSI Miami.
Yeah.
That's what we
yeah.
saw. Yeah. Actually saw the actual van. It said CSI. It had Miami-Dade on it, and this is the real people I'm talking about.
Right.
Yeah, we're not talking about the TV shows. They're actually real people.
And then from there, where did we go to pick up?
We came up out of the. We come in through the Florida, Jacksonville. Came to Jacksonville. Came through the Florida Everglades.
Everglades, yeah. Really strange. A lot of sugar cane grown down that part of the country. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
I thought Florida was famous for its orange trees. I've not seen an orange grove yet.
Yeah.
But they had a lot of sugar cane, a lot of sod farms. I believe we were on the edges of the Everglades. And we didn't get to see Lake Okeechobee. We went right beside it, but the levee around the lake was higher than the road.
Yeah.
We were looking up at it, kind of like on the Mississippi River.
Yeah. I joked with Randall one time. I said we were kind of disappointed we couldn't actually see the lake, and kind of joked with him and said, well, let's just run it up on it,
Yeah.
And we decided not
I
to.
thought that would be a good idea.
Yeah, it would be a good idea. So we came through Sebring, and we saw the observation tower. That was
It was interesting.
That was interesting. Of course, had to Google that. There was an observation tower, and
That's
then,
now been turned into a cell phone tower.
yeah, it's a cell phone tower, but it's
Speaking of cell phone towers,
the ones that look like trees.
in North and South Carolina, you'll be driving along the interstate and you'll see a tree that's 300 foot tall. Well, what it is, they have to camouflage the cell phone towers. They make them look like trees.
But they're like 200 feet taller than the trees around them.
It's just strange. I said, no,
that's a tall pine tree.
Yeah. So I just wanted to throw that in.
Yeah.
That was a little interesting.
Yeah. But we came through the Florida Everglades. We stayed at this truck stop. It was pretty.
It's a new one.
It's a new one. It was really quiet. It stormed that night, and
Yeah.
I think Randall slept, but it came a pretty good storm. The truck was rocking some from the wind. Then we went. I don't know where we picked up, but we picked up a load of beer.
In Jacksonville at Anheuser-Busch.
And that thing was heavy. And I don't even drive.
It was heavy.
I could feel it.
I could
when
not.
I can feel it in the passenger seat, then
I had problems getting legal weight-wise on my axles. We were like 400 pounds for being over gross at 80,000. So it was, you could feel, when you go to stop, you could feel the sloshing, like the liquid all moving forward. It was definitely an experience. Beer loads, soda, water, stuff like that, they always load them heavy.
we took that down to Myrtle Beach.
Went to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
I've never been there before.
I haven't either.
Yeah.
And
On a Friday afternoon.
oh goodness, traffic was horrible. A Friday afternoon, the end of July, everybody heading to the beach.
Yeah, it was.
We'd be at a traffic light through 2 or 3 cycles before we could get through the light. There was so much traffic.
Yeah. And when we dropped at the place where we dropped at, which is maybe 7 or 8 blocks from the beach, we talked about.
They would have let us park there.
Yeah, they said that we could park there overnight. We talked about, and Randall even talked to his fleet manager about it, about permission to do that for us to just to stay and wait to pick up our next load in the morning.
This morning.
Yeah, this morning, and to stay and so we can walk down to the beach. And all we decided it's just too hot for that, and it was too far. We would have to walk and cross 2 very busy streets, and it wasn't too good of an area.
Most of what was in that area was like the private beaches for the condos and stuff like that. We'd have had to walk over a mile probably just to get to the beach.
Yeah.
I just wasn't into that.
Yeah. I decided I didn't want to. I told him, I said, you decide, and I was fine with not seeing it. So we see beaches. I mean, it would be nice. I've never been to Myrtle Beach before, South Carolina. That's on the Atlantic, right?
Yes.
Yes, I've never seen that. That would have been nice to see. But we see beaches all the time in South Mississippi. So, you know.
And so we just started heading toward our next load that we picked up this morning. It was in Kinston, North Carolina.
Yeah.
At Electrolux.
We also stopped at a Walmart.
Yeah.
We stopped at a Walmart and restocked our groceries and our medications and stuff in Manning, South Carolina.
Yes.
People there are very nice, very friendly people in Manning, South Carolina. I do want to say that, especially at the Walmart there. They were very nice.
North Carolina or South Carolina?
I don't know.
I think it was North Carolina.
Was it North Carolina?
I think so.
Oh, I don't know.
It was in the Carolinas.
Yeah, it was one of the Carolinas. They're real nice. But then we went, so last night we stayed in the rest area.
Stayed in a rest area in Warsaw, North Carolina. Because the pilot there had like 15 parking spots.
Yeah.
And it's really tight. And really nice rest area. It's between the highways. Between the east, or let's see, between the north and southbound lane
Of I-95.
of I-95.
Yeah.
And it was quiet.
Yeah.
It was very clean. Thing about North Carolina, they keep their highways and their rest areas all kind of flowers, huge daylily beds. Restrooms were almost spotless.
Yeah, very clean, very nice. It was quiet. It was a good stay. Then we got up this morning,
and we made coffee this morning in our truck.
Yeah, when we was at Walmart. No, when we was at Pilot. I don't know where we anyway. Over the last week, we purchased a very 1 cup coffee pot so cases like that where we can make coffee to get us going in the morning when we're not at a truck stop to get coffee. But then, excuse me.
We went to got to Kinston this morning. Pulled up there about 9:30. Gate was closed. I said, "Oh goodness!" Then on the gate, the sign said, "Guard will be back in 60 minutes." So, needless to say, we had to sit there. And apparently he had gone on a meal break or whatever.
Yeah.
And we got in, did a drop and hook, dropped an empty trailer and picked up a loaded one, and we're heading to Meridian, Mississippi.
Headed back to home safe. Good old SIP, as my
Headed back
youngest
to the
son,
SIP.
as my youngest son says. Good old SIP. Tonight, I just want to mention that I cooked something on the truck it's something I've never done before. And a crock pot is I made spaghetti in a crock pot. We had quite a meal this evening. We had spaghetti meatballs in a crock pot. We had garlic toast made in our little handy dandy little lunchbox oven, and we had salads from the little salad kits from Walmart. So we each had a salad
and we stopped a little early this evening. It's Saturday, so we had to have the shower.
Yeah, had to get a shower and had to do some laundry. We did the laundry,
and it's laundry day.
Yeah.
So we were both running pretty low on essentials.
Yeah, so we did some laundry and got a shower, came back, ate our supper, cleaned up. Randall did the dishes.
Yeah.
And I cleaned the kitchen. That's a little joke we have between us,
Doing the dishes is throwing the paper plates in the garbage.
Yeah. Now, cleaning the kitchen takes a little bit more effort, so you got to put everything back up. But, and that's about it. That's what we have been doing over this last.
So it's around 8 o'clock.
Yeah, on a Saturday evening.
On a Saturday evening, Eastern time. Still looks like it's 5 o'clock daylight.
Yeah.
It's hot. Got the curtains on the trailer, on the truck closed around the windshields to keep the sun out and keep the heat down.
Yeah.
And I believe we're probably going to be calling it a night pretty soon.
Yeah. It's been a long
day.
It's been a long day. All right, folks. Well, that's it. Until our next, we need to have some more adventures.
Yes.
To talk to them.
So keep as they say in the trucking industry, the shiny side up and the dirty side down, and keep it between the lines, and you'll be fine.
Okay.